So some questions came up about construction protocols and how I made that worksheet activity, GeoGebra activity earlier today. So here's how you could go about doing that. On the GeoGebra website, I'm going to go to my profile. And from my profile, I'm going to click on the create, and I'm going to create an activity. We'll keep this one nice and easy. This will be an equilateral triangle construction. So I'm going to add a GeoGebra app. I want to create the applet myself, and it's going to be geometry. And this will be where the play through the construction arrows will show up at the bottom. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to go through my construction. I'm going to give them a segment first. So I want to build the equilateral triangle on this segment. And to do that, I would draw a circle from centered at B to A, and then centered at A to B. And then I would construct the intersection point there, C, at the intersection of those two circles. And then I would complete my triangle. And I would tell students that this is how you'd construct an equilateral triangle, but I think even the earliest geometry students could probably reason why that this has to be an equilateral triangle. Now, how do I add the playthrough arrows at the bottom? In the upper right corner of this editing screen, I'll click on that large pancake stack, and I'll go down towards the bottom where it says View. And there are two things I'm going to click on. I'm going to click on Construction Protocol, and I'm also going to click on Navigation Bar. And then I'm going to come back and hide the Construction Protocol. Now, in GeoGebra, every time you make something, it's recorded in the Construction Protocol. So I made point A first, then point B, then segment F, and then circle C and D. A lot of things that you can use as a geometry teacher with the Construction Protocol for like teaching proofs. But we'll do that in a different video. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide a lot of these different columns. So in the upper left-hand corner of this construction protocol are these three vertical dots. Click on that. I don't need the description. I don't need the value. And I don't need the caption. But what I do need are the breakpoints. And so what I'm going to do is I want the segment with point A and B to show on the screen originally. So I'm going to put my first breakpoint here at segment F. And that means that when I click on the arrow is at the bottom, point A, B, and segment F will appear. And then I want circles C and D to show up together. So I'll put a breakpoint after D, and then I want C to show up magically. And then I want both segments to show up magically. And so what's going to happen is as I go through the construction, A, B, and segment F will show up together. Circle C and D will show up together. Point C will show, and then point G and H, or segment G and H will show. To make this happen, I go back to the three vertical dots in the corner and scroll to the bottom and choose Show Only Breakpoints. And now I want to close this construction protocol window. So I go back to the pancake stack and uncheck construction protocol. And then I close that window, but I still have my navigation bar at the bottom because I checked that as well, and that stays there. And so this is what this looks like. If I click all the way back to the beginning, and if I go one more click back, it's at step 0. And I can go forward a step, and there's the entire segment. There are my two circles. There is point C, and here are the two segments. Now let's click on Done. And there is no toolbar appearing because I haven't shown the toolbar yet, and I'll do that on my next one. So let's give the kids a place to practice this construction. So I'll click on Done. I'm going to add an element, and it's going to be a GeoGebra app again, and it's going to be an applet that I create, and it's going to be a geometry applet. And so I want to customize this toolbar and make sure the toolbar is turned on. So I'm going to go to the pancake stack in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to scroll down towards the bottom and choose Tools. And I'm going to customize the toolbar. And these are all of the tools that are currently in my toolbar. And I can uncollapse them and drag the things I don't want off to the side. And then I think it might be easier right now just to drag everything over to the right-hand side, just drag and drop everything. And then I think it'll be easier to put back in the tools that I want to keep in there. So I'm going to drag all of these menu items over to the right-hand side. And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to scroll back up to the top. I want the point tool to be in there. So I'll drag that over. And I need to make sure I put a segment tool in there. So I will put that in there. And I want to make sure I give them a circle tool. So here's my circle. And then let's give them one more superfluous tool just for kicks. Let's give them array. And then the only thing I have to do now is in the bottom right-hand corner, click on Apply. Don't click Done. Click on Apply. And these are the tools that appear for the student to use. And then click on Done. And now the only thing I need to do, you'll notice those tools do not appear in the app. So I need to scroll down a little bit, and in this container that's holding the app, I need to click on the Advanced Settings. And on the right side, I need to say Show Toolbar. And then you can see the toolbar is now showing. So I can click on Done. In the upper right corner, I can click on the Save and Close button. I like to work on the Save button in the upper right corner. I'll click on Save. And so this is the finished product. My students can play through this construction. So I need to draw a segment first, and then I'll draw two circles, and then I will put in that intersection point and draw my sides. So give this a try. Have fun with this, and let me know if I can help any further.